Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Standing Bear Thunderheart, aka Bear. Well, what a beautiful day this is right now. So I'm outside chilling and relaxing out in a nice park area, as you can see in the background here. A little bit of a park. So, anyways, and the reason why I decided to hang out at the park today, because let's just say I'm taking a little break from my work and online and so forth, and there was this one article that really caught my attention, and this article was actually regarding Katy Perry's latest song. Actually, it's a hot and cold with Elmo. Actually, latest video of hers recently on Sesame Street. And unfortunately, I thought, well, you know what, I'm not into this all this celebrity gossip stuff and whatnot. I'll just go ahead. But something told me, no. Go in there, read about it, and investigate it yourself. I'm like, okay. And then I investigated and I read it, and it says that the parents had a problem with the fact that Katy Perry's dress was inappropriate for children 5 to 1 or so, you know. And I'm like, what? That didn't sound right. So I decided to go investigate it myself and watch the video myself. And it was anything but what the parents said. The parents claimed that that Katy Perry's dress was either sluttish or skimpy, something like that. It was nothing near that. All it had was just a little bit of cleavage showing. Wow, a little bit of cleavage showing, huh? Let me ask you the parents something. Do you ever take your kids to the beach? Do you take your kids out in the pool? Do you take them swimming anywhere, for that matter? Look, just because she's showing a little bit of cleavage, you know, it doesn't make it offensive, especially the fact that she was mostly covered up. It had a string that kept everything going, so it wasn't going to pop out. You know, there was some strings attached to it, and the dress was really good too. I mean, the skirt was nice. And even though she had a wedding, you know, band on and so forth, she's getting married, you know. And at the same time, Katy Perry wanted to play with Elmo, and so she even she even made it clean to the younger audiences and make it fun. And she made it so much fun, I was laughing as hell. And so did Elmo. The moral of the story was she wanted to play with Elmo. Elmo says, no, I don't want. And then Elmo actually didn't say yes or no. He just ran away. And so Katy Perry chased after Elmo all over the cartoon realm or reality, however you want to say it, all over town. And so afterwards, after she was done chasing him, she thought, oh, I thought you wanted me to play. She says, I am playing with you. Tag, you're in. Ha ha. And then she was like, oh man. It was so funny. I loved the video. There was nothing wrong with the dress. There was nothing wrong with the way the video was. There was absolutely nothing wrong with it in general. You know? And so I don't know. I mean, I do know, but let me get back to this in a second. You know, and of course I saw comments on it and so forth, and parents, you know, or other people made comments that there's nothing wrong with it either, you know, and they even said that most of these parents need some help and all this other stuff. They're full of it and whatnot. And I have to agree with a lot of these comments that were posted on the YouTube, Katy Perry's comments, that they are full of it. But this is more beyond just that. You see, the thing about it is, Katy Perry is a controversial figure. I mean, she came from California. I mean, she's from California. She grew up, she grew up, I guess, kind of average or something like that. But at the same time, she worked hard. She built herself up, and now she's famous because of what she did and how she did it. And being a controversial figure, I mean, she had certain songs like, "Oh, I Kissed a Girl and I Liked It." Well, guess what? Katy Perry and I have something in common because I like kissing girls too. I just thought I'd say that because, look, when Katy Perry sings that song, it tickles my fancy too because, you know, her and I have something in common, even though she likes guys too, and I don't really go that way in that sense. But look, I think the real problem is that the parents that are picking on Katy Perry, they're not picking on Elmo. Let me ask you this question though, before I go into this whole thing. Elmo, yeah, you said that Katy Perry's dress was skimpy. And a lot of people ask this question. I thought they had some valid points for these questions. Yet, you have a little guy, Elmo, a character that everyone loves. He's most beloved, even more beloved than Big Bird, I believe. You know, he runs around town naked. Even though, yes, you may say, oh, he's just a fictional character. He just has fur and everything. Wait. If he's supposed to be a fictional character that's supposed to be a sentient entity, that actually walks upright like a human being and actually talks well, shouldn't you think you would have clothes on? If for all you conservatives and all you old paradigm fear mongers out there, huh? Is that, I mean, hey, I'm just saying. I'm just pointing it out. Don't you think he would have some clothes on too, along with Katy Perry? But no, you're not picking on Elmo. You're picking on Katy. Why exactly are you picking on Katy, I might ask? I think I will answer that question for you all right now. And for those who are confused about this, let me put it this way. This was not about an attack on Elmo. This was an attack on Katy Perry. Why? Because of the fact that she is controversial and the fact that she is very creative. She's an artsy person and she's sexy as hell. And yet she sings songs like "I Kissed a Girl" and I liked it. I mean, when it all boils down to it, I think the real problem with those parents is that homophobia and fear is what's prevalent here. You understand me? I think these conservatives, these people that want to control their kids, how they watch and everything, they're in so much fear right now of the liberation spirit that's going around the whole planet right now. And Katy Perry just happens to exemplify that. And hell, so do I. Okay? So, what I'm saying here is that they have a problem with Katy Perry because they have a problem with bisexuality, lesbianism, homosexual, homosexuality, all this kind of stuff. That's where I feel the real problem is. And that's why I feel the parents got so pissed off, so out of hand, to a point when they have to call producers, they have them plug, the show off of national television, but yet it could be shown on YouTube, it could be shown on her, on her basically sites and stuff like that. So not all hope is lost. I mean, it's not the total censorship, but this is what this is. This is censorship too of something that's not even bad. It's just that people just had a problem with Katy Perry. People just have a personal issue with her. They have a personal issue with her because she has a certain stance, she has a certain lifestyle that does not fit the old paradigm of how people do and how people live. And that's ridiculous. It is totally ridiculous that, that the parents had to be this way. That's what this is about. I mean, come on, parents, you gotta be honest with yourself. That's what you really have a problem with. You have a problem with Katy Perry because she kisses girls and she kisses guys and in the way that she lives her life. Well, guess what? So get over it, okay? Look, there've always been bisexuality, homosexuality, lesbianism, and all these other different types of sexual orientations since the beginning of humankind, okay? You might as well just, stop being so much in fear, because that's why you want to control the way your kids watch, because you're in so much fear of perhaps, them maybe becoming the way you don't want them to be. That's your whole problem. You want to control them so much, you want them to be a clone of you. That's what it is, huh? That's exactly what it is. And I had a few issues with my coworkers many years ago about, protecting their kids against gay teachers, in schools, or gay coaches and everything like that. And I'll be like, well, what is wrong with having gay people around? As long as they do their jobs, as long as they're not hurting anybody, what is wrong with having them, especially if they're qualified? And then one of the dumbest excuses they would say, oh, well, we just want to make sure that the parents are comfortable. The parents need to be comfortable in what their kids are around with. And after a while, I might think to myself, what? Comfortable? Wait a minute. Wait. Who are you really protecting against who are you protecting from the gays? The kids? Your kids? Or you? Are you really protecting your kids? Or are you protecting yourselves from the realities that are shifting around you, and the realities of homosexuality, bisexuality, and lesbianism, and every other sexual orientation are becoming more of the mainstream now? Huh? Are you afraid of a changing world? Because it's going to change anyway, and it's changing right now. You might as well just take a deep breath, nice and slow, and just accept it. Accept the reality that it's changing, and it's going to change for the better. But as soon as you start changing yourself for the better, the whole world around you will change for the better too. That's what this is about. And Katy Perry, listen, keep doing your thing. I love you very much. You're really cool. And also, good luck in your marriage. And that's another thing too. Katy Perry's getting married. I'm sure at some point she's also planning to have a kid too, right? So don't you think she was also conscious enough to also know that, kids also not to be exposing kids to such trash herself? Come on, people. Really, come on. Let's really use our heads here, okay? Look, Katy Perry, Elmo, that was an awesome video. I loved it very much, and definitely it was one of the coolest and funniest videos I've seen in a long time. So Katy, Elmo, awesome. Keep up the great work you're doing. This is Standing Bear Thunderheart supporting you, and I will see you later. Everybody, have a great day. Healing, it is all that is.